Hey, Ashley, thank you for your submission here. The big question I have about this submission is if it follows the criteria of the assignment. It asked for you to use specific ad campaign ideas. So let's look at the directions here. It says you'll be shooting a visual concept ad for a national campaign, use a tagline which already exists for the company, and create an image to go with it. So I'm not sure what your tagline is. I'm not seeing it in your submission. All I'm seeing is basically a repeat of the same photos with the exact same exposure and pretty much the same composition on each of these pages. So, you got a little closer, a little higher in this one, but still f5.4.2. You've got 1/50th of a second in this particular case. I'm not feeling breakfast here. I mean, you have to think classically, unless you're trying to divert this type of ad campaign to it's not just for breakfast anymore. I think that you're going to have to give me a sense of breakfast with light. So, for instance, yeah, some people might get up at 5 a.m. when it's still dark, but let's just go with the regular people and think about concept. What do I feel when it comes to breakfast? I feel morning light coming in. So having the blinds tight and just using overhead light doesn't really attract me as a potential customer or viewer of the ad. Also, you've got some perspective issues. I'm not sure what lens you're shooting with, maybe a bit wide, and there's perspective issues with wide angle lenses. So that can be easily fixed in the lens correction panel in Lightroom in the develop module. But more than that, I think giving the sense of breakfast a little bit more, having some actual milk on that cereal, maybe a couple of berries, a splash of color. Also, the surface you have going there on your table is way too busy with the box. You've got all this like texture and colors going on. You've got a yellow background, which is distracting. And then you've got this tabletop. Now, a tabletop can easily be converted with a tablecloth or a board or something on there, or a piece of wood. Use your imagination on here. This to me, because I've just had you in lighting, is selling yourself short. You can come up with some a different scenario in here that feels a little bit different. And another point is too, Frosted Flakes are generally focused more towards children as eaters of it, but you've got like a Starbucks mug in there, so that kind of another brand in there kind of detracts. I think it's Starbucks on the side there, but did kids drink coffee or tea when they eat their cereal? I mean, think about the things that they eat with. Is there a toy next to it? They're playing, or a video game next to it, like a player. Is there something that denotes children? Or are you going for an adult look? And in that case, there could be a newspaper, a pair of glasses, something like that. So I'm not getting enough information in this shoot for an ad campaign. And I know you could do better with lighting, and so do you. And do think about all the distractions that go into an image. I would go to the Frosted Flakes website. I would take a look at what they have going in terms of an ad. Look at the light they use. Look at the hints of props in the background. And what is not there to distract, and then I would go with it and really choose your colors carefully. I mean, a green versus a blue versus orange versus brown versus yellow. You've got way too many colors going on. And I also think that there should be some variation in obviously light coming in. If you want to, I could send you a tutorial on how to emulate window light. It's actually pretty easy if you have two soft boxes, maybe three, a kicker. And so that can help too. Or you could shoot during the day, use some window light, filter it in through using a scrim or a diffuser as needed. I can help you with the lighting, but most of all, what's missing here is concept. And this is a conceptual projects class. What's your tagline? Who are you selling to? And what are you selling? And who are you speaking to with your tagline? I hope this feedback helps, and I expect great things from you in this class just ask for help. And I would so want to help you with this.